Hello everyone, my name is MTEN and welcome back to another Planet Zoo video. This episode is working on the saltwater crocodile habitat, which is following on from the previous build, or part of the saltwater crocodile speed build that I released not too long ago now. I'm not really sure when this video will be uploaded, so I would say about a week ago, roughly. I don't know. Anyway, in that first part, we worked on the outline, we worked on the barrier of the exhibit, and we also worked on an underground tunnel that funnels in between this exhibit and the GHARIAL exhibit next door, which I will be working on in the next part of this series. As well as that, we also integrated a boat ride into the middle of the two enclosures so that viewers can get a look at the habitats from a different angle, I guess. So stick around to see the final product of this habitat, because I think it's a lot more detailed than a lot of the other ones I've made so far. I really like it. I think it's possibly one of my favorites going forward. So to start off with, we obviously have to get a couple of saltwater crocodiles into the exhibit, and we can get one male and one female. If you watch at the very end, actually, you'll see a couple little babies in the cinematic, which is very cute. So a lot of the first order of business, as you can see here, the waterline has a lot of quite rough edges, and that's basically because I did the tunnels underground and it sort of glitches, and you can't, once you've placed the tunnel in, you can't replace the water because it'll flood the tunnel, and a whole bunch of other issues. So basically the waterline edge isn't as smooth as I would like it to be, and you can't really change the land. So the way I'm fixing that issue is by covering it with rocks. Now, in the end, this does pose a little bit of a problem. As you can see, I'm reshaping the path just there so that it'll cause less land issues. But you may not be able to tell, but the crocodiles can't really get through some of the areas, because what happened is when there's a rock floating at water level, the crocodiles can't climb up onto it, or they can't climb over it. It's a bit of a glitch. I'm not really sure what the purpose of it is. So currently at this stage, the smaller female crocodile can make its way through the enclosure, but the adult male one cannot. So there's just a couple little things that I need to sort out, maybe remove some rocks. The other thing I'm working on here is a little waterfall area. Unfortunately, I can't really place a water inside that tiny little area on the top of the hill there, so I'm just going to have to mimic water effects and make it sort of look like there's water coming out when in fact there isn't, which is doable in this game. I think there's the water effects in Planet Zoo, I think, are quite good. I think there's a lot of stuff, just a lot of small details like that I think are really good, are really strong, really help boost the game's quality. So, as of recording this, they've recently just announced the Arctic DLC pack for the game, which I'm super excited for. As of recording this commentary, which is post recording the actual footage, it's due out tomorrow. So I'm hoping to make some videos on that. Maybe a reindeer exhibit, maybe a, what is it that they have? They have polar bears. They're adding polar bears, right? I think it's doll sheep, reindeer, Arctic wolf, and polar bear, or something like that. Maybe a couple of other animals. We'll see. Not really sure, but hopefully they add a couple more animals and that sort of thing. I'm also looking forward to them hopefully releasing an Australian animal DLC. It looks like, since they haven't added, you know, kangaroos, koalas, wombats, anything like that, I think it'd be really cool if they added that, which, all in good time. I mean, the game came out, you know, a month ago, and it's been fantastic. I've spent a lot of time on it already, and I've only been able to create exhibits for about, I don't know, 15, 20 of the animals. There's only so much time in the world, and you can be very detailed when it comes to creating exhibits in this game. I think it's fantastic. And they can look as good or as bad as you choose, or as in as detailed or as not detailed as you like. I mean, I've seen some of the other YouTube builds that I've seen at the moment are phenomenal, like Mike Sheets. Some of his work is incredible, and I think there's a lot of people on YouTube that have a background in landscaping, in garden design, in habitat design, even zookeeping. So I think it's really, or of course they've played a lot of Planet Coaster, which I have not, so they'll be familiar with the mechanics. But there are plenty of really good YouTubers for this game that I've been seeing. I've been watching a lot of their videos, and I'm so from here on in the commentary, I don't really have that much to add. It's basically just me building like rocks, and one thing I have done differently in this exhibit is I've changed the barriers so it's less of the in-game barriers, and I've tried to replace them with custom barriers that I've made. As you can see here, I've got the wooden logs, and I mean, it's a very simple barricade. You know, it's nothing too fancy, nothing too crazy, but it adds character to the exhibit, I believe. I think it works quite well. I'm also adding some of the barriers into the underground section to sort of tie it all together. I believe it works quite well. But yeah, in the external areas, I'm trying to maintain a similar edge, similar barrier edge around, and you'll see this continue, but I think it works quite well. So that's sort of my process. That's why I've got all the wooden logs within the enclosure. So yeah, from here, all I'm really going to do, like, I don't think I need to add any more commentary to this. So what I'm going to do is let the music play. You know, if it's too slow, too fast, make sure to just speed it up or speed it down slow it down, sorry, in the settings in the bottom right. I hope you enjoy the rest of this video, and I'll come back in for some commentary at the end. As you can see, I'm just building the shelter right now. Alrighty, so we're reaching the end of the episode here. I hope you all have enjoyed watching. You can see the speed build is coming along. It's almost finished, actually. So make sure to tune in for part 2, or part 3 actually, which will be coming up soon, and it will be the GHARIAL exhibit on the other side of the boat fence. I guess you can call it that. For those of you that don't know what GHARIALs are, they are another type of crocodile that comes from India. So yeah, I think this habitat turned out extremely well. The crocodiles seem to be happy. They have plenty of space to swim around, to roam around, to run around, to feed, and yeah, I think it turned out very well. Anyway, if you did enjoy, please make sure to thumbs up this video. Make sure to comment down below. Comments are really good in giving me feedback and helping the channel grow. It helps out the algorithm and everything like that. Make sure to subscribe with notifications on, and I'll see you all next time. I'm going to roll the cinematics now.
I was all alone, and you showed up under my umbrella. Oh, shelter from the cold. Where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? All